very happy to have our next guest join us here on the program from the Rickshaw Stop in San Francisco. It is Max.
Slay. So happy to be here, man.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Welcome back to the Bay. It wasn't too long that you were here.
Yeah, man. I love coming back to the Bay. I just played a show at Stanford recently, which was great.
Yeah.
I do a lot of college shows, and that was one of my favorite ones of the whole run.
Is there any difference when you approach a college show versus headlining?
You know, it's funny. I do I do a lot of shows like college and military and maybe shows where there are fans of mine there, but a lot of new people may not know the music. And I've spent a lot of my career like opening for bands like Fall Out Boy or whatever else. So I think it instills this way of how do I welcome people into the music thinking that maybe they don't know it and not expecting them to know it. So how do you get people in if you don't expect them to know it? And I do mostly those shows. So when I come to a show where everybody bought a ticket to see the show, it really brings a whole new rush because I'm like, oh wow, you know all these lyrics. This is amazing.
Yeah.
But also makes it even more appreciative because it's so there's nothing more pure than having a whole sold out room sing back your lyrics. So that's the difference, I would say. I bring that same, still not knowing if maybe there's new fans in the place that bought the ticket. I try to give that same energy from the college shows, but it's a nice relief when I can just put the mic to the crowd in one of my own.
Is San Francisco gonna be the craziest show on this internet tour or what? That's what I thought, baby. I need everybody in this room moving like this.
How is married life?
It's great, man. We're my wife is like high key baby fever right now, and we're just like family planning our life out when we want to do that specifically, and it's real life adult stuff, which is wild. It's just, but I've always wanted. I feel like I've wanted to be a dad since I was like 5 years old. So it's I know it sounds weird, but I had like little baby cousins, and I always loved like babysitting my baby cousins, and I was like that 5-year-old carrying a baby that was the same size as me. So it's I feel like I've always wanted to be a dad anyway. So
wow, you
Should be
had
fun.
that paternal instinct very.
I guess so. I love
early.
my parents are very they were the best little Hobbit family and just always giving the most love and support. So
Yeah.
I don't come from a broken home or anything like that, and I'm grateful for it, which is cool.
What did your parents, or how did they take it when you told them that you were going to be getting married after knowing someone for very
Like 3 months? Yeah, no, crazy. I think my mom just knew it was right. It was cool because I had been with other girlfriends that she really wasn't into, and she's definitely that mom where she voices her opinion about the girl I'm with. But I think they got along really well, and it was my dream. Because I'm so close with them, I wanted my future wife to be like having her own little shopping dates with my mom, and they did that without me even asking, and I was like, this is it. So
that was one of the key factors.
It was,
they get
man.
along.
Oh man, I had one girlfriend that my mom hated so much, and it was really tough on me, obviously, to like have that disconnect, So
Did you, after the fact, see what she saw and know why?
yeah, I kind of knew that the whole time that I wasn't meant to be with that person, but it's tough when you really care about someone, and maybe it comes from a best friendship rather than true love, and you don't want to destroy them. But if there's anything, you just have to be honest in any relationship, because that person should be with the person that truly loves them in the way they're meant to be loved. And I think for a long time that person would let me go, and I kept trying to let them go, but then I'd cave in. I'd say, you know what, let's stay together. I love you. And I did love her, but it wasn't my Emily.
Yeah. One of the keys to songwriting and writing songs that stick and resonate is being vulnerable.
Always, yeah, man.
Right?
I think so.
And how many people do you have in your circle or your team or whatever you want to call it that allows you to be so open and be able to say, man, what a day or what a week or whatever period of time I haven't seen you. You won't believe this.
Totally. There's like a very small circle that I'm super open with it. It's just natural. They feel a part of me. And that's why I try, there's a culture in some of the songwriting schemes where different writers come in, and it's great because I love collaborating to find that. But, sometimes that comfort is not found with someone you meet the day of, and sometimes it is. It's amazing when I just met you and I could tell you about this weird scared pregnancy and have a song happen, which actually happened on the last album with my friends AJR with this song called Home. It was like they were always friends of mine, but that was the day we became really close because the night before Emily thought she might have been pregnant, and then that morning we found out she wasn't, and I wrote this song.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think it's sort of the duty to just get in the room and be vulnerable, regardless if you know them 2 minutes or 2 years. But I do love it when, like, Amon Roger, who I did Love Me Less and Checklist with all these guys, I can go in and just know they know me so well and easily open up.
How long does it take to write a song like Love Me Less?
It depends, man. The initial concept of Love Me Less, we started like almost 3 years ago. And then I rewrote the verses 3 times over the last like 2 years. And then like, you know, we put it out about a year ago now. And we put Quinn on it probably like 2 months before we put it out. So depends how you track it. I'm always going back and tweaking and adding new instrumentation or adding a new horn or something. But really, there's no better feeling than that initial in the room feeling like, oh, we got one, which is usually like the first day.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when you know.
So the remixes has Kim Petras on it.
Yeah.
And the original has Quinn 92. How long after recording it did you say, wow, Quinn would be great, Kim would be great?
Yeah. Quinn was natural. It was super organic. He was in the studio with my friends, Ahmad and Roger, who did it. And he heard it, and he texted me asking if he could try something. And I never would have thought. I was like, yeah, let's do it. I had envisioned a girl on it. So he did it, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. It's sometimes the universe gives you those little moments, and you just got to go with it. And then with Kim, you know, the song had going, and similarly with Lights Down Low, I had my friend Nash join me, and Kim hit me up saying like, oh, love this song when I sent it to her. And I was like, you should jump on it then. That's just my new thing. Like, I have a friend in Japan named Taka who we just put out a new version of Lights Down like 4 years later just because he was like, I love the song. And I said, yeah, you do something on it. You jump on, you know? So it's fun to just, for me at least, I love having new people just like join the song and be a part of it. And Quinn was so cool about Kim trying her thing with the same song, which was great.
With the new music that we have trickling out.
Yeah.
The word is album early 2020.
Yes, indeed.
You're kicking off the 20s with some new material.
20s, new album. It's going to be yummy.
And what is the plan? What is the change? What is the growth?
Gosh, I'm excited for it to finally be out. I can't believe it's going to be, you know, basically 4 years to the date since I put out Hell's Kitchen Angel. And, you know, it doesn't feel like that because we keep dropping songs and whatever else. But a full body of work is something that I think will never go out of style. You just want to sink your teeth in. And but I'm grateful that this is coming out in 2020 because I think going through a period of silence in the middle of doing this album and like sort of recreating the whole vibe of it with the yellow and everything else was really exciting for it. And yeah, so it's gonna come out, and I think it's the most consistent piece I've ever gotten to create, with the videos, with everything really connecting, and I'm definitely the most excited about it.
I'm looking forward to this, man.
Awesome, brother.
Appreciate
Thanks.
your time.
Of course.
Good to meet you.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Awesome. It is Max, and you're watching B-Sides on Air.
B-Sides.
Thank you, San Francisco. Max, have a beautiful night. I can't wait to see you again. Beautiful.